Nak Jingkylli ba having stone kharpran MLA na Maurangkreng hakkan tagali Jingkylli sngi ba pra dorbar mang tengka jonggo yang dorbar thawan ke jilla hak arpsan trek rumpang arja punrio ba Katno Tylli self help group ki don East Khasiels district ki bala pentelun leng ba National Rural Livelihood Mission NRLM uba sustenance soton Myntri ba dikmi iktanat community and rural development ula pentep bagi don baro nyawajar prapra Tylli. Hadin ke jubab no Myntri ba having stone labu Jingkylli benrap ba Katno Tylli gidai ki Treikam ni aktif ya ba ba sustenance soton ula ong ba baro gidai ki Treikam. Nakani ba having stone ula ong ba bantip ya ka number ke self help group ki ba Treikam ba halor kani Myntri rang ba gejala konrat ke sangma ula yang delede ban Pynjubab ban ong ba syongpat hakor Treikam ke self help group hakabala ban ong bagi don ki bala khamshe khmat ba donru ki barang khamshedin hakor Treikam jungki. Halor kani ka phang la shimanta benrap Jingkylli ru do ba ardan mila soimait MLA na Nongkrem ba Charles Pongrup MLA na Nongthamai kamayani di Shira MLA na Songsak uba Bright Starwell Marbanyang MLA na Maulai baru ba Nujor Ki Sungo MLA na Maukoyao.
Mr. Speaker, sir. Reply to question number 164. Sir, the total number of existing self-help groups in the whole of East Khasiels district promoted under National Rural Livelihood Mission, the NRLM, is 7,088, sir.
Your question, please.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, sir. I should thank the Minister in charge of Community and Rural Development for the reply. Sir, may I know from the Honorable Minister, out of 7,088 numbers of the SHGs promoted under National Rural Livelihood Mission, how many are active and functional self-help groups in this district, sir?
Sir, I'll go ahead.
So the total number of self-help group which are active, almost all the SHGs who are in process, and all the numbers, the total number of SHGs who are active is 7,000 in the district. May I know from in the district, sir?
No, I'm asking only the active and functional SHGs in district.
Sir, as the Honorable Minister has replied, that all are active, sir. The question is the level of activity that is there. Some are more active in the sense that they are having different kind of businesses that they open up, and different kind of activities that they do at the thing. Some of them are active in terms of just supporting each other within a group of SHG. So therefore active, all are active, sir. But level of activity may differ from group to group, sir.
I don't think so, sir. I think some are active, some are not active. But please provide the statistic in the, okay, if possible. So another question, sir. May I know from the Honorable Minister, what are the main income generating activities and livelihood activities which the SHGs are up?
May I get the question again, sir?
So, what are the main income generating activities and livelihood activities which the SHGs are taken up, sir?
Farm livelihood, which the SHGs, they are getting the income is through piggery and poultry, and the non-farm is the food processing.
I think so many are there, but I think Minister should have list out more those activities.
Sir, the list is very long. Since Honorable MLA is requesting, sir, piggery, backyard poultry, cattle, broomstick, honey, black pepper, wild pepper, again cattle, goatery. So there is again cattle rearing. Again, I have got district and block wise, sir, of East Khasi Hills. But as correctly mentioned by Honorable Minister, just supplementing, sir, the major ones are piggery, poultry, which comes in all the different blocks, and mostly broomstick, black pepper, apiculture, bamboo, bay leaf, beetle leaf, broom grass, pepper, wild pepper, long pepper. All of these different processing and units and different kind of animal husbandry and livestock activities are there. It's multiple, so many areas are there. Mushroom, potatoes, seasonal vegetables, paddy, ginger, tomatoes, mushrooms. All of these are grown by the different self-help groups. Again, as I said, so there's a long list, so we can provide it block-wise to the honorable members.
Thank you,
And
sir.
again, sir, repeating, since the honorable member was mentioning after my reply that, which is not true, he said, sir, as I said, the definition of activity is what matters. Now, sir, just me to share with the honorable members, so why self-help groups are very great, way to form groups, sir, and for especially women self-help groups, is that the main idea, sir, is that when these women come together, so 10 women are there who are working together, so they come together. These women, sir, they don't have to register. They just have to declare themselves as a self-help group. And when they apply to a bank, they can get loan from the bank at 7% without any collateral or without any other paperwork that is there. Just basic paperwork has to be supplied, but they don't need collateral. Now, what this happens, sir, is that they are able to get up to 10 lakh rupees as a loan from the bank, sir. Now, if individual goes, they ask for collateral. So, under RBI guidelines, SHGs are allowed to take this money. Now, that is what encourages these self-help groups. So, when they take this money, some of them do agriculture activity, business activity, which is, I think, what the honorable member is referring to. But apart from that, within their group, they open up a micro-financing system, sir, where they lend money to themselves. You know, one member takes money when he or she needs, when she needs it, and take it back, sir. So all of this activity happens. Now, this doesn't look like activity when you look at it from the agriculture and non-agriculture activity point of view. But this is very much an activity within the self-help group of supporting each other, sir. So therefore, a lot of people misunderstand that a group is not active just simply because they're not doing livelihood activities. So this is what the clarity I wanted to give, sir.
So in a year, sir, I want to know how much is the fund being giving to the SSGs, then there's VO and cluster level protection. In a year, in average, sir, how much is the government is extending fund to these SSGs?
Sir, there is no a specific fund that we give on a monthly or an annual basis. Every group is entitled to certain funds. So the number of groups that are opened, depending on that, the fund is given. So for example, sir, what we call each of the groups, so they get, at the beginning they get a startup fund. After the startup fund is given, then they're given a revolving fund. After revolving fund, they're given a community investment fund. And so on and so forth, sir. And then, of course, they're entitled to bank loans. So depending on the number of groups that are there, it comes up. On a rough average, sir, as I said, especially for different districts, in some areas, we gave approximately 49 crores in one particular year. In another year, the amount differed because lesser groups were formed. So it all depends on the number of groups. But then, as I said, there's no monthly or yearly amount that is given to them. It's a one-time, whether it is the startup fund, which is one time, revolving fund, which is one time, and community investment fund, which is one time.
So what is the government used to conduct the impact assessment or performance evaluation to the SSGs, sir?
Sir, the activities that are there are monitored on a regular basis, and support is given to all of them time to time. But there is no specific impact assessment as such that has been done. But as I said, we are in regular touch. There are the blocks and the BDOs are regularly monitoring the activity of different levels, and regularly, so the department and MSRLS is engaging with different self-help groups, because, as I said, it's a continuous process. We're looking at ways and means in which we can activate these groups. So at the end of the day, what is important for the House to understand, sir, is that we have created an institutional network and a system of 53,000 self-help groups in the state today, where close to 5,80,000 women are members. Now, this can be now exercised and used into giving them more financial support, or through programs like Prime, CM Elevate, or any other government program that comes up. So they become a mechanism and a structure and an institutional system through which continuously different economic and social activities can take place, sir. So this is what the main concept and the idea is. But as mentioned, sir, there is no specific impact assessment detailed study that we do on a regular basis, but we are in touch with them on a very, very regular basis, sir.
One last question, sir. So in the past, even not only women SHGs, but even men also, sir, being linked to the one scheme now no more, that the SGSY. Men also can promote SHG, women also, mixed together. And this time only women SHGs are linked to the NRLM, the new scheme. So what men SHGs, why not male SHG not linked to NRLM, sir?
Sir, the NRLM is a project that was meant for women's self-help groups, as per the guidelines. So, but so we are in the process of ensuring that there are some programs to help the men also, sir. So definitely, it's a very positive suggestion. Sir, on a serious note, actually, many men and groups at the village level, whenever I've gone for CM Connect programs, have suggested this to me, that why can't we have men self-help groups also. So, sir, we are actively working on it. Some work has been done, but those details are not there with us right now. But as I said, we are definitely examining it, and we will see, sir, how to implement this. But as I mentioned, sir, the NRLM is a specifically guidelines-based project for women, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bardin, please.
Sir, I will ask a very simple question, sir, and I expect the Minister to reply, because this question will not require the Honorable Chief Minister to reply, sir. So my question is, how many self-help groups block-wise?
In the whole state, sir? I just want to know from the Honorable MLA whether it's block-wise or whether it's the whole district or the state.
Sir, we are discussing about East Kharsil district. These SHG numbers have been provided in the reply, so I want block-wise. That means
East Kharsil's block.
East Kharsil's blocks.
So, the number of SHGs block-wise in East Kharsil district, Khat Arshnong, Light Kro, 602, Mauken Row, 401, Maulai, 344, Maopat, 312, Mauplang, 807, Maurengkeneng, 594, Mausenram, 531, 931, sorry, Milliam, 650, Penorsla, 948, Shela Bolaganj 616, Soyong 883, and the total is 7,800, sir. 7,088, sorry.
It seems 2 blocks are missing. That is Milliam block and Maurangkening block.
Can we give? Milim is. He give the answer.
Okay. So, sir, another question, sir. I would like to know from the Honorable Minister the role of the department in facilitating the formation of SHGs.
The MRLS, who is the implementing society to run for the NRLM, which is the main objective is to create SSGs in the villages, in each and every blocks, and from the MSRLS through MRLM, it has taken various steps to encourage the women to form different SSGs in every village, in all the blocks, in each and every blocks in East Khasil, sir.
Sir?
Next question.
Yeah. So may I know the process of forming these SHG?
Sir, I'll just supplement. As Minister has said, sir, it's a very simple process. And only simple guidance is required. So what the MSRLS does is give them the awareness. And after the awareness is given to them, they provide them the necessary training into activities that they would like to explore or work on. And further, they help them in connecting with different financial institutions, banks, and even Government of Meghalaya and Government of India schemes, apart from the funds that are provided to every self-help group under the NRLM project, sir. So the process of formation of a SHG is very simple. There is no registration of society or anything required. Just 10 women can come together and they just simply form a group. That's it, sir. It's as simple as that. So therefore, there is no technical aspect that is required. So once these 10 women come together, they declare and they write down, they have the minutes, and then they say that we are forming this self-help group. And that's the only paper document that's required, sir. It's like a self-registration. And then with that paper and document, these 10 signatures, they can go to banks and get, as I said, loans. They can then get the fund under NRLM through the startup fund, revolving fund, and the CLF fund. So that's how it is, sir. So it's a very simple process. And what NRLM does, and MSRLS, does, is that they simply guide them and tell them exactly what I'm telling the House right now. And more technically, whenever they require, suppose somebody wants to start a poultry, a piggery, in those cases also, along with the concerned line departments, the MSRLS then gives further support to the self-help groups in case they want to expand. But for formation, it's a very, very basic formation. As I said, you don't require registration, nothing. It's just a meeting of 10 women, minimum 10 to a maximum of 15, come together and they declare themselves as a self-help group.
Sir, may I know from the Honorable Minister, is there any social auditing for these SHGs in order to ensure that funds given by the government are properly utilized? And if there is, which agencies?
Yes, sir.
I want to know which agency, sir.
The MSSAT and the social audit, sir.
May I request the Honorable Minister to explain in full form, sir?
So, I don't have the information with me, so, okay, sir. I've received the information to a note, so I will tell sir that it's the full form of MSSAT, and you know, sir, it's sometimes the abbreviation, the full form of each and every meaning of those particular words. Sometimes it is very difficult to remember. So I'll just answer to what the Honorable MLA wants. Meghalaya Society, Fund Social Audit and Transparency.
Sir, my last question. How many out of these SHGs are found to be wanting in implementing the schemes up at the guidelines?
So, may I request the Honorable MLA to repeat again the question?
Sir, we are made to believe that there must be some guidelines while executing the works by these SHGs. So since there is a social audit, we would like to know how many out of these numbers given to us are found wanting, in abiding with the guidelines while executing the works, sir.
Sir, I'll just supplement on this. So basically, at the end of the day, the objective is much larger in terms of, as I said, to provide livelihood at the grassroots level. Now, once you form a self-help group, you get the necessary funds, as I mentioned, the 3 funds that are provided directly to the members. And then, over and above that, if the members want, they can take a loan, which comes at which comes at 7%, sir. Now, the only part that is critical is to be able to repay back that loan aspect. In terms of the money that we give in the startup fund and the revolving fund and the community investment fund, those are the funds and incentives that we give to SHGs to start their self-help group. And it's a continuous process of engaging with them. It's not that we will take back these funds if they don't fulfill the norms, because each of the organizations or self-help groups have their own agenda, their own target, their own activities that they do, sir. So we tend to guide them generally. And as I said, at the end of the day, we also allow them to work as a microfinancing institution among the groups. So they can be not doing any specific social activity or economic activity, though we encourage all of them to do it because that will create the livelihood. Some of them also are active within their group where they support each other, sir. So it all depends on the activity to activity. But we try to ensure, or group to group, but we try to ensure that we guide them and support them to ensure that they are able to do more than what they're doing now. So just, people would be happy to know that out of the 580,000 members that we have in the state as a whole, after the NRLM project came up, we have about 41,000 of them 41,323 of them who are lakpatis now. That means they earn over 1 lakh rupees annually. And similarly, now we are working towards making them into millionaires, which is 10 lakh rupees. So it's a continuous process is what I'm trying to say. And at different levels, there are things. So there is no number to answer short. There is no number that these many groups are not, are not following the norms or the rules. The rules are very flexible, and they allow the SHGs to be very, very active in the thing, in the work that they do. And as I was mentioning, sir, just a number which also will make people more confident that the repayment from these different self-help groups to the banks is at 95% today. So it's not even that they're taking the money and they're not performing, sir. So there's a lot of work going on, a lot of activity, and we are encouraging more and more groups to be formed. And more importantly, we also want the groups which are there now to do much better. And from Lakpati, hopefully they will go up the ladder and touch the 10 lakh figure, which is what our aspiration is, sir.
So, I just want to explain why I asked this question, sir. Because I feel, sir, that whenever public fund is involved, the government needs to track every paisa. Because there is a tendency, when there is a subsidy from the government, people used to concentrate only for getting the subsidy. So, which is why I feel this is very important question, sir, and I would like to thank the Honorable Chief Minister.
Charles Pringrop, please.
Yes. Mr. Speaker, sir, in the course of the reply, the Honorable Minister has stated that the number of SHGs that exist in the East Khasi Hills district. I recorded that the lowest number is in Maopat CNRD block. I wouldn't want to ask the reason why, but may I know that after 2 years of construction of a new building to house the Maopat CNRD block, the department is yet to occupy.
Mr. Speaker, sir, the question of the Honorable MLA is out of the main principal question, sir. I will require notice.
Sir, I can establish a relevance because the Minister has replied that there are 312 SHGs under Maopat. Now, maybe the low percentage of SHGs could be a reason why the infrastructure that is available to the officers of the Block Development Office is not convenient enough for them to move at a faster pace to establish more SHGs. That is the relevance. However, sir, I will not ask for an answer, but will the Minister take this note seriously as to why a building where the government has spent this money to provide a beautiful infrastructure for the CNRD block at Maopat is yet to be occupied and services to the people can be rendered from that place. That is my question. That's the relevance to it, sir.
Mr. Speaker, sir, what I want to clarify, what I want to tell, that why Maopat is registering only 312 SSGs, because many of the villages that have been encouraged to form SSGs, but in comparing with the different blocks in East Khasi Hills, Maopat, they have registered 312, but they have very less. They have less number of villages, sir. And in Maopat, as recorded, as information, it's 32 villages. And we are hoping that as requested by the Honorable MLA, that we will be starting the operations from the new block, and I hope that with more encouragement to the women's group and more SSGs will be formed in the Maopat block, sir.
So then my last question is, when will the new block be operationalized? That's the question, because the building has already been constructed. We don't want to see it falling down, because of non-utilization of the
So we'll look into the matter, and the observations of Honorable Member have been noted, and we will work on it so that it happens soon, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Madam Yani Dishira, please.
Mr. Speaker, sir. In the course of the reply of the Honorable Chief Minister, he spoke about the SHGs having access to loan without collateral. May I know from the Honorable Minister or from the Honorable Chief Minister, what is the actual process as to how the SHGs can have access to these loans, whether there is a ceiling or whether there is some kind of a criteria to access these loans?
Yes, sir. As mentioned, sir, it's a very simple process. The first process is that minimum 10 to maximum 15 women must come together and form a self-help group. The self-help group doesn't need to be registered. It is like a self-registration you do and self-declaration you do. For this, MSRLS team helps them and guides them. Once this is done, sir, in the name of the SHG, and as per RBI guidelines, so these are not like our things, these are and this is being done to encourage, that's the whole point, sir. This is being done to encourage self-help groups. So as mentioned, sir, if the individuals wanted to get loan, they would have to show collateral, documents, this and that. But when they are a group, as a self-help group, they don't need to show any collateral. So that's what the RBI guidelines say. They can straight away go, and after they have done this registration, this group formation of a self-help group, they can then open a bank account and they can avail a loan. The loan can go up to 10%, 10 lakhs. That is the amount, the ceiling that is allowed. And the interest rate that is charged for this is at 7% as of now. And as mentioned, sir, that the self-help groups that have taken loan in the state, 95% of the loans that have been taken are being repaid on time. There's only an NPA of less than 5%. It's 95% plus, sir. So it's a great process. And just to share with the House, sir, that through this bank linkages, close to 755.79 crores today has been given to the different self-help groups. And with that money, they are now doing different activities. And as mentioned by the Honorable MLA earlier from Nongkrem also, that absolutely, sir, we should ensure that the funds are utilized. The fact that these 755 crores taken by more than 43,888 self-help groups are repaying their loans on time, 95% of them, sir. So this is a great reflection of how good this system is working. It's a great reflection of how responsibly the self-help groups are working. And also just to share, sir, that through the revolving fund, startup fund and the community investment fund, 494 crores has been given. So total, if you add both of these together, there is a fund of about close to 1,100 crores today that is at the disposal of the different self-help groups, and they are utilizing it to support each other, utilizing it to create livelihood. And as I said, close to 58,000 women today are benefiting from this. And just to give a reference, sir, of how things have grown, in 2018-19, when we had taken over the government at then, there were close to about 4,000 to 5,000 self-help groups, and only about less than 40,000, I don't remember the exact number, sir, but less than 40,000 women were in the NRLM program. But today, in the last 8 years, we have managed to increase the groups from 4,000 plus minus to 53,000 today groups, and number of members today have gone up from a mere 40,000 today to 5,80,000 women are today benefiting. And the amount that was revolving around the self-help groups, whether it's the bank loan or the startup fund, revolving fund or the community fund, all put together was approximately 50 crores. So I don't have the exact number, but it was plus minus, not that significant. And to be on the safe side, it was below 100 crores, if I may. But today, it's touched about 1,100 crores today, sir. So that's the kind of growth that has taken place. And again, as I mentioned, 70% of this money is bank loan. And 95% of these groups are repaying the loans on time. So that's how the financial structure works. It's a beautiful scheme, and we're happy that the team, so I must acknowledge the work of the team, sir. Our team in MSRLS has done exceptionally well, sir. Our officers, young officers from our state, have worked day and night to make this happen, sir. So this is how this scheme is working well. and we've got support from our BDOs, we've got support from the village heads, and it's a true movement at the grassroots level, sir.
Yes, Bob.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And first, I would like to know from the Honorable Minister from the course of his reply, as far as Maopat block is concerned, where he said that the number of self-help group is less because there are few villages in Maopat. But I would like to differ from the Honorable Minister. Coming to my constituency, Meghalaya block, yes, when it comes to Meghalaya block, there is lesser villages. There are only 24 locality or villages within Meghalaya. But when you take at the total population, it is more than any other block. So I would like to know from the Honorable Minister, what is the reason, even in my constituency, my block, Meghalaya CNRD block, where there are very less self-help group, considering the number of the population is more. And another question that I would like to ask the Honorable Minister is that kindly
Putting two questions at a time.
Yes, put it in the table of the House with regards to the details of self-help group in Meghalaya block.
Sir, I'll just expand to what the Honorable Minister has said. Sir, we have to remember that the formation of self-help groups are purely based on the individuals who want to come together, sir. And the idea is to create livelihood. Now, sir, situations differ from block to block. If the question is whether the work was or the efforts were not made enough in these blocks, absolutely not, sir. Efforts are made in every block. Every BDO concerned or every officer concerned who is in charge in that particular area, they all have been given a specific area to work on, and therefore the efforts are there. Efforts are there at all levels. And just to share, sir, that almost 90% of the households are covered under SHG as of now today, sir. Now, so why we see this kind of trend? Possibly, sir, I am nobody to give a direct, because we need to do a bit more research on this. But as I said, since it's livelihood linked, sir, people have multiple activities. When we come closer to the urban areas, everybody has their own activity and own livelihood to take care of, and other opportunities also are there in a more urban area, urban-centric areas. So we do see that kind of a trend in most urban areas, where the urban areas the response is lesser, and in the rural areas we get response more, sir. So there's no specific reason why this happens, but this is the trend we see. But as I said, efforts are made everywhere, and there are officers to take care of different blocks and different regions. So the equal effort is being put in everywhere. But as I said, in some areas, but I can definitely say in some the urban areas like Meghalaya, in some suburban areas of Maopat, the response is sometimes lesser in the urban areas. That's why you will see the more in detail interior locations like Mausandram. You'll see places like Peninsula. These areas are very far off from the urban areas, and economic activities and the challenges are much higher in one way, and the opportunities are lesser. So hence we are seeing that trend, sir, that in rural areas we see a more response. In the urban, suburban areas, the response is not at the level which we're getting in the rural areas. But as I said, sir, efforts are on everywhere. But let me assure the honorable members that we will continue to put more effort in all the areas. For us, every area and all the people and citizens of the state are important. And it's our effort to ensure that right now we have covered 90% of the households are covered under SHG. Our endeavor is to cover 100%, sir.
Banu Joki Sungo, please.
Question, 40 minutes.
So since
Please
we are
make it
talking,
brief. You have spent so much time on this question only.
I'll give just one supplementary, sir. So since we are talking about SHG, sir, so in each and every village there's around 15 to 20 number of SHG in each village. So in that particular village, there used to be 2 to 3 number of VO, village organization, which were formed by this SHG unit, sir. So one of the problems that we're facing as of now is the office building, sir. So what I would like to request from the Honorable Chief Minister, sir, that at least can we provide some kind of fund for the successful VO so that they can construct their own office. Because so many of them are engaging in different activities, sir. So one of the problems that they're facing that they come from time to time is the fund to construct their office building. So I would like to request the Honorable Chief Minister, sir, can we provide such kind of fund for the successful VOs?
Yes, sir. The honourable member is absolutely correct. As the entire process of as the process of improving the overall self-help group movement that is taking place, this is definitely.
Habatin, page bahagi kishab plus F.
Ka plus F?
Hakabam bangibam dunaki eki bataya kamet. Namar kata habathiru atau kau kamlu ka umpnyang kadut pet ya kishab plus F haka jingsom. Yaki nutrient kumki vitamin bat ka iron la ikan diat bat ka bathau bha kam kata ika dur jingki marbam ka jingmat lani ka rukom shed yaki. Balehi panai kita. Kadon ka we ka jing mentoy ba kongsan. Ka kot ka kia. Ka nutrition ba khambha ka jing im ba khambha pendon kam daki marba medon ka sharp plus F menta kasni.
Lawan Ra Shafi Lingba ko office jong Commissionerate of Food Safety Meghalaya.